Representative Matt Gaetz is fuming after learning that he is still under investigation. In fact, on Tuesday morning, the House Ethics Committee had released a statement outlining the current and continuing investigation into the Florida congressman. It said that, along with it being ongoing, the committee is looking into quite a few different things. Whether Gaetz had engaged in sexual misconduct, illicit drug use, accepting bribes, dispensing special privileges and favors to individuals with whom he had had a personal relationship with, and obstruction. Wow. He also allegedly showed colleagues pornographic materials while on the House floor, misused Florida identification records, and had stolen from campaign donors by using campaign funds on himself. So, yes, the investigation has been expanded quite a bit. In fact, the committee says that it has interviewed more than a dozen witnesses and has sent out more than 25 subpoenas, and also points out, this is the obstruction part, that Gaetz has been making it pretty difficult to obtain certain information. Not playing along, is he? Gee, I wonder why. I thought that if you had nothing to hide, that you would comply with the investigation and give them everything that they asked for. Apparently, no, not when it comes to Gaetz. See, they say that about black people, okay? But when it comes to a wealthy white congressman or a presidential candidate who happens to be a Republican, investigating them is it's election interference. It's a political witch hunt, okay? It's a smear job. In fact, Gaetz put out a statement to that effect saying, quote, "The House Ethics Committee has closed 4 probes into me, which emerged from lies intended solely to smear me. Instead of working with me to ban congressional stock trading," which, by the way, is still a good idea. You should ban congressional stock trades. That's an idea that goes beyond partisanship. There's no reason that members of Congress should be able to trade congressional stocks, especially when they can make decisions that could alter the performance of said stocks. But anyway, that's a little bit of an aside. He continues, "The Ethics Committee is now opening new frivolous investigations. They're doing this to avoid the obvious fact that every investigation into me ends the same way. My exoneration." Really? I would ask your friend Joel Greenberg, okay, former friend. Now, of course, Gaetz goes into blaming who? Kevin McCarthy. Of course. Here's what he said, quote, "This is Soviet." Okay, it's Soviet.
Pink-haired communist.
Kevin McCarthy showed them the man, and they are now trying to find the crime. I work for Northwest Floridians who won't be swayed by this nonsense, and McCarthy and his goons know it. Now, what's so funny about this is this investigation is being headed up by other Republicans. Republicans control the House. The committee happens to be split 50-50, which means you would have to get Republicans on board to continue this investigation, and they have. In fact, Gaetz, according to McCarthy, wanted him to stop the probe. Okay, and McCarthy can't do it. He's like, "Look, I don't have that power. I'm not going to stop the probe into you, okay? I don't control that." And since he didn't get the answer that he wanted, Gaetz got McCarthy kicked out of the speakership. Oops. Now, here's the thing. I know that there is revenge going on here, right? Look, is McCarthy trying to get revenge on Matt Gaetz? Absolutely. Of course. But here's the difference. He is trying to do it by funding a primary opponent against Matt Gaetz. He has nothing to do with this investigation. Nothing. This is the House Ethics Committee. To think that Kevin McCarthy, yes, I understand that the reason Kevin McCarthy got his job as House Speaker because he raised a bunch of money and supported a bunch of Republican incumbents with that money. I get that, right? Maybe they feel like they owe him. But what's different here is, again, House Republicans make up half of the committee. Some of them had to cross over with the Democrats in order to continue this investigation. That makes me think there is something there. So this is outside the, he's funding my primary opponent. And that's McCarthy's revenge, is trying to get him kicked out of power. Okay? Different than the ethics investigation. This investigation predates the feud between McCarthy and Matt Gaetz. There's something to it. Now, I don't know if it rises to criminal levels. I don't know. The DOJ dropped their probe, and I thought that was pretty suspicious, right? But certainly there seems to be some ethical issues they're looking into. Big ethical issues, all right? Honestly, I still don't know why the DOJ dropped the probe. Again, suspicious, considering Joel Greenberg went to prison, sex trafficking. Joel Greenberg reportedly told investigators that he had witnessed Gaetz having sex with an underage girl who Greenberg had recruited online. And according to the New York Times, you have Greenberg and Gaetz both using apps like Venmo to pay these women for sex. I mean, I don't understand why the DOJ would drop the probe. I have questions, okay? Why this is not a criminal investigation and why this is just an ethics investigation, and now an ethics investigation that continues to expand. I'm guessing, hoping that at some point we may find out, and so might Gaetz. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.